Hello, everybody. Good morning and blessings to all. I know it's been a while we made a video, so here I am sitting in my balcony. I have a lot going on in terms of the fishes, the new breeding pairs, but very less going on in terms of the breeding, the actual breeding, the egg laying. A lot of eggs are being laid, but some of them here are very experienced, but not really sure what's going on. Maybe it's because of the temperature, or I don't even know. The eggs are being eaten again and again, so which is why it's been a dull, lean patch for me. I wasn't able to, catch up and kind of make a video. But a couple of new fishes breeding pairs happened from my community tank, which is good news. And I had to bring and isolate them, put them into a breeding tank. So I'm able to fill all my empty tanks with breeding pairs, which is each one of them. Right now the motor is off. I did it intentionally because my voice is a little better with the motor off. It kind of reduces the background noise and all that. So, but I have also realized that with the motor off, the fishes look a little dull. With the motor on, when the water movement is always there, they kind of shimmer and they show that they are very happy and joyous when the water is circulating. So right now, the one that I'm showing is the leopard, spotted leopard with their babies. This is the only tank that has babies in it. So if I can zoom in a little bit, yeah, you see babies are eating from the parents' slime. I don't really have a lot going on. There should hardly be around, if I'm lucky, 15 to 20. Moving on, something's wrong with the temperature. You see there's a lot of wind. It never happens at this time in Chennai. Anyway, so these are beautiful red checkerboard breeding pair. They have been laying eggs, but then at the same time they have been eating their eggs. But these are confirmed breeding pairs. And these are the ghost breeding pairs. Some of you must have already seen a lot of shots from them. They are quite experienced, but it's very sad that they have been laying eggs very less frequently, and even if they do so, they eat their own eggs. Over here, front of the tank, so you see this is a beautiful checkerboard, a yellow checkerboard and a red. It's more of a pinkish red checkerboard, I would say. I can't imagine how beautiful the children will look from this pair, but they showed a lot of spawning in my community tank, which is why I moved them here. But ever since I moved them here, you see they are like on the opposite poles. Anyway, this is again another red map, you could say red checkerboard pair, just swimming around happily, eating, sleeping, but not doing a lot of egg laying and raising children at this point. And here comes the most experienced of my entire lot, the blue diamonds. They are known to lay close to 100-200 eggs, but it's kind of off season for them. I guess they are in a cool down period, so there isn't a lot going on. And these are yellow diamonds. They are again confirmed breeding pair. I am noticing them kind of shimmering and nibbling the cone. I guess in just another few days or a week, you see how curiously they are looking around the tank. They are like for sure looking for a spot where they can lay eggs, but they have really not yet gone there so far. But that's okay. So that's it with my breeding tank update. So my target is to fill all these empty tanks, right, with breeding pairs. So I'm gonna turn on the motor. I don't like to switch the motor off for them for a really long time. And there we go. Also, I just want to include a little bit of a bonus from my community tank. I just want to talk about how I consider that as my community tank plus a tank where pair formation happens, and how I bring all the fishes from there to here. So I'm going to be including that as well. Alright, and here is the community tank. This is in my bedroom, and it's got a couple of big driftwoods on the sides, and on the center I've got the rocks. So as you can clearly see, the yellow checkerboard and the pink checkerboard were really present in this tank, and I have been noticing them going near the left side of the driftwood. the left driftward, finding themselves a breeding spot and nibbling the wood. So, which is why they are currently in the balcony breeding setup. So, yeah, that's my breeding tank right now. It is indeed overcrowded.